Teaching. Have you ever been a coach?
No.
Did you ever want to be a coach?
Are you stupid?
No.
Now, that was one interesting question asked to Michael Jordan. Would you ever want to be a coach? His answer to that is probably even more interesting. And I was a little bit surprised, but then I wasn't surprised as well. I mean, just by my personal thinking, just like Kobe Bryant, today's NBA players, if they were coached by Jordan or Kobe or whatever, these guys would make today's NBA players literally cry. So, you know, I'll show you Michael Jordan's answer to that question, but I'll show you also one more comment from his very close friend, Charles Oakley, who was asked also about coaching in the NBA because he was an assistant coach in the NBA. He used to play for the New York Knicks. He played for the Chicago Bulls, Toronto Raptors. And his answer about coaching in today's NBA and how the approach changed towards today's players is also very interesting. So let me play those two clips for you, and you could listen to them, and I'll get back right after so we could discuss it.
Teaching. Have you ever been a coach?
No.
Did you ever want to be a coach?
No. I have no patience for coaching. You know, my biggest problem from a competitive standpoint is the focus of today's athlete and the focus of where I saw the game, how I pursued the game. It changes and it's totally different. So to me, for me to ask an individual to focus on the game the way I played the game, in some ways would be, you know, unfair for that kid to have to endure that. And if he didn't do it, no telling where my emotions would be. I don't think I would have the patience for it. So in essence, coaching is something that I've never really felt I could do from an emotional standpoint because I'm much different and I have a different perception about things than what the kids do today.
Now, if you don't mind, take a look at a clip from Charles Oakley when he had a conversation with Kevin Garnett and he was asked about coaching in the NBA today.
You know what? Coaching and watching NBA transition to a different space,
Yeah.
it was okay, but the guys didn't want to work on their game. They didn't want to work on their game. I'm good I don't want to work on no post move. I'm shooting jump. I said, you never know what position. Be ready for the moment. Anything can happen in the game. So it's more almost like a daycare. You got to babysit these guys to get them to do something they're getting paid to do. I'm like, are you serious? So basically, when you're assistant coach, they want to keep you there for 8 to 10 hours, but for what? Ain't nothing. They don't want to work out. I want to sit there and watch the same guys, same film. You can play. Everybody play the same. East Coast play the West Coast once back and forth, but most of the time you pin the teams in the East 4 or 5 times. And once you see them, you didn't see them. You don't need to watch them 6 or 7 times. And that's why we said about scout. I'm going to scout this guy 8 times. I mean, okay, well if he play bad, go see him again. If he play good, you don't need to see him again. But it was fun for me because I didn't have a problem. I see some assistant coaches that don't have control of the guys. I had control because my name or whatever, I don't take no mess.
Right.
So you want to battle with me, you can't win that. So that's all. I'm gonna respect you as a man, but when you try to go sideways and disrespect, I gotta let you know because I'm a coach, and you should do it if you ain't a coach. If you're around, you see something wrong, always speak up.
So you see these two guys. One of them is the actual NBA GOAT, and the other one is a basketball veteran. Tough guy, the enforcer. He wrote a book, The Last Enforcer. Haven't read it, but probably going to get around to it sooner or later because he did play for the Knicks, and those stories that might be in that book about the New York Knicks from the 90s might be very interesting to me. But as you can see, both of these guys are literally saying the same thing. Today's NBA players coming into the NBA, very immature, delicate, soft. They wouldn't be able to put up with the approach that Michael Jordan had. And then even Charles Oakley tells you that you have to deal with today's players like they're in daycare. You have to be gentle with them. You have to be nice to them. You have to baby them pretty much. That's the status of the guys that we're bringing into the NBA these days. Now, this isn't coming from the NBA per se, although they cultivate it once the player gets there anyway, but it's from the AAU, it's from colleges, it's from high schools. Just the whole generation of young people now are becoming so much softer. It's kind of crazy. You know, kids can't deal with anything. They can't put up with a coach that would scream at them. They're automatically closing down. They're emotional. They can't deal with a lot of stress. Sometimes it's literally pathetic thinking about it. It's the schooling system. It's the parenting also that's totally different than it used to be. And it's kind of crazy to me, because when you get legends like this, maybe Charles Oakley's not a legend, but he's a true professional for the craft. And, you know, his career wasn't maybe a superstar or a star, although he made an all-star one season. But he's just telling you the truth. He was one of the toughest guys in the NBA in the 90s. One of the toughest. Him, Dennis Rodman. You had Antonio and Dale Davis from Indiana. A lot of players like that. And if he tells you that's the case, and then Michael Jordan tells you that he doesn't even want to deal with coaching, I mean, to me, he's too big to be a coach, first of all. But if he doesn't want to deal with it, and he tells you that these players, it wouldn't be even fair to ask them to deal with and approach the game the way he used to approach it, because they're just not mentally capable to do that. That's pretty much what he's telling you. So it's kind of crazy in my opinion, but that's pretty much the picture of the players today. So let me know what you guys think. Comment section is open. Like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And more videos coming. Have a good day, guys, and peace. See you in the next one.